network issues, and I don't think it's an individual thing. From information reaching to us, it has been a concern on the national scale, even on the African continent. So most of the people that are using services from MTN, Glo, and Etisalat, and some of them, there have been this disruption in services that has affected everyone massively. But we trust that in the few minutes we're going to be spending together, this network is not going to interrupt us that badly. Yesterday, we had to move the class because the network was completely bad. Okay. We have two options to this streaming. So you have the option to join us on YouTube, and you have the option to join us on Zoom. So if you have challenge with linking to your Zoom, you can quickly switch to YouTube. And if you have challenge using the YouTube, you can quickly switch to Zoom. So one more time, we're all welcome. And I would like us to use a few minutes to just maybe 1 minute or two to introduce ourselves to this particular platform. So go ahead, introduce yourself in the chat room. Let's know who is with us this moment. Just let us know your name and where you're joining us from. Just put that in the chat room, and that would be great. So while we're doing that, we'll just go ahead and we'll just have about 30 to 40 minutes in this first section. And what we're going to be doing more precisely is to let you know what our programs are, and then introduce the course, project management, and then you know all of what is involved joining the class moving forward. All right. Okay. So thank you so much, and you are welcome. Please kindly use the chat room to introduce yourself. Kindly use the chat room to introduce yourself. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so one more time, in case you have a network challenge joining us on YouTube, please use the Zoom. And if you have a network challenge joining us on Zoom, please use the YouTube. All right. Okay. Some of our coordinators are still finding it difficult to join the Zoom platform. We trust that they will be able to get in. Quite a number of our services have been suspended. Our online services have been suspended due to the disruption in the telecom services in Nigeria. So kindly bear with us as we move on. Okay, so one more time, my name is Ebuche Osibanito, and I'm going to be a facilitator in this program. So I'm going to, first of all, run us through the guide, what certifications are available in project management. And then you are going to make a choice as to which one is the most preferred for you. All right. Okay. So let me begin by exemplifying what we're discussing in the four sections. I'm going to take about 15 minutes to discuss this, and then I'm going to take about 15-20 minutes to introduce the course, and then we'll be done for today. All right. That would be great. So in this fourth discussion we're going to be having, we're going to be discussing the worth of project management skills and competencies in 2024, and then the project management certifications and where to start from. Then we'll look at the program schedules, preparing the finances, enrollment information, then why you need to choose the integrated institute of professional management, and then we'll take some Q&As, and then we conclude. Okay, so moving forward, what is the worth of project management certifications, project management skills, project management competencies in 2024? On Thursday, we had a section where we discussed about becoming a project management consultant, and we laid emphasis on the worth of project management and why organizations are beginning to pay attention to project managers, not just project managers, but people that have the project management certifications, the project management skills, the project management competencies. Why are they really, really interested in project management? Now, let me say that project management had been there even before the advent of COVID, but since the advent of COVID, we have been introduced to another class or another environment of business that has become so volatile, that has become so uncertain, so complex, so ambiguous, and one that requires diversity. That's why we have the introduction of remote working, virtual assistants, and all of that coming into place. So the more volatile the business environment becomes, the more volatile projects become, the more complex the business environment becomes, the more complex projects become, the more ambiguous, the more uncertain business environment become. So the project management field also follows suits. The reason is that project management operates in the business environment. Okay, project management does not have an environment of its own. It rather has to be part of the component of the entire business environment. All right. Okay. So with that being said, we then understand that the need for project managers become increasingly important, okay, for organizations who want to get effective in the delivery of their services, in the delivery of organizational goals and things as such. Okay, so we then understand that for the sake of complexity of projects, we have need for project managers. And what this means is that we're not just having project managers of titles, but project managers who have the right skills, who have the right competencies, who have the right technical abilities, the right certifications to be able to match organizational needs. All right. Then also there is need for organizational optimization. I will also say that since the advent of COVID, resources had been dwindling. We've been having quite a number of resection. This morning I checked the update on Nigerian inflation. So far, Nigerian inflation as of today stands at 37.1. Okay, 37.1. That is the highest ever recorded in the Nigerian history. So it is becoming so increasing. The need for resource optimization is becoming so increasing. So like we said on Thursday, that principle in economics where we talk about cost minimization and profit maximization, if there is any error, any time that needs to speak more loudly, it is in time as this, from personal levels to family levels to corporate levels to organizational levels. That particular need is very high. Okay. Being a family man, I understand quite a number of things. Okay, so before you could have budget of maybe 50, 60, 100,000 to take care of a family per month. Okay, but now it is almost becoming like a tug of war to have 50,000 to take care of a family for a month. Okay, even to cook a pot of soup right now, you are almost using your entire salary to do so, because the inflation is biting so hard. And for inflation to increase, it simply means that there is shortage of resources, financial resources, material resources, food resources, all forms of resources. Okay, so that is also one of the reasons why we need project managers. So through creative thinking, through critical thinking, and through proactive thinking and deep thinking, we should be able to know how to allocate resources to the activities, to the tasks that will produce the most important results per time. All right, so that's very important. All right, then we'll also have the increasing risks. Okay, increasing risks. Because of the increasing risks also, there is need for project managers. There is need for project managers. We don't even need any soothsayer to tell us the risks obvious to us in the Nigerian context today, in the African context today, in the global context today. We don't have any soothsayer to tell us what the risks are, because we are in the midst of the risks. Every one of us have become risk managers, but it takes skills, it takes knowledge, it takes the right information to be able to manage risks effectively. Okay, schools will be closing hopefully by the end of March, the end of this month. Most parents are already getting worried on how will they pay school fees for next month, how will they take care of their children for next month in terms of school fees and all of that. Why? Because these risks are just evident among us. Okay, even if you don't say, if you claim that you don't know them, you can't claim that you're not feeling the impact. Okay, if you claim that you don't know them, you can't claim that you're not feeling the impact. So organizations also are having the impact. Okay, we are seeing high sack. Most organizations are downsizing on almost daily basis right now. Okay, most organizations are downsizing on daily basis. Why? Because they want to manage their risks and they need project managers. So if you're in an organization, all across the industries, okay, all across the industries, they are downsizing, okay, and some are putting more effort on remote working, okay, some are beginning to look at remote working, contract form of engagement, just to make sure that resources are effectively utilized, resources are effectively managed. All right, so that's what they're trying to find out. All right, that's what they're trying to get into. Okay, now we also have need for adaptability and innovation. The high uncertainties, the high volatilities have led to massive outbreak of innovations that they require some level of skill of adaptability for us to be able to manage things. Okay, every now and then we hear of circumstances in Nigeria, events. I'm using Nigeria as a case study because I'm resident in Nigeria. So based on where you are joining us from, you can also find out, review things happening in your environment, in your economy, in the government, and then with that, you can come up with something, okay? You can see that there is need for adaptability, okay? There is need for adaptability, all right? There is need for adjustment. So let me use that word, adjustment, okay? We need to be much more change-oriented. We need to have more of change management skills to be able to fit in this current dispensation that we're in. All right, to fit in this current dispensation that we're in. So as of last week, we never had an issue that we are going to bother about our trainings, okay, because of the internet issues. We never had that concern. But this week, it has become a major concern. On Thursday, we struggled almost all through with our training because the network was just going on and off. So we thought it was an issue around us. But on Friday, I had to start asking, why is this so? And I found that it was not just a national concern, but it was an international concern. Okay, and these innovations are there, but there are also other concerns, other risks that are dealing with this innovation. So which makes it inevitable that we need to become much more adaptable. Okay, as for project managers, we don't know how to give up. We always have to find a way out of every situation. Okay, we don't just know how to give up. Our first expectation first, or our first requirement to function in the field of project management is to become effective communicators. So when you become effective communicators, one of your roles in driving effective communication is always to keep your clients, to keep your organization updated on trends and events. So we might be down at this moment, but that does not mean we're going to give up. We must find a way out, and we'll have to find that way out through adaptability and innovation. Okay, through adaptability and innovation. All right, so that's very, very important. And another need for project management skills today is strategic alignment. Like I said, when it comes to resource management, organizations are focusing on optimization, putting their resources where it will produce the most significant result. So that talks about alignment. Okay, how do we align what we have to get what we don't have? How do we align our activities to achieve our corporate goals? How do we align our talents? How do we align our the people within our organization to achieve the organizational goals? How do we manage human resources at this point? Okay, so when you look at the role of a project manager, is all encompassing. Okay, when you look at the role of a project manager, it's all encompassing. All he wants to achieve is making sure that all of the activities that are being crafted for an organization is going to deliver the results that the organization needs in times that prevail. All right, this is very, very important. Okay, then another need for project management is the need of communication and collaboration. One of the essence of, I've talked about communication, right? That as a project manager, you need to be an effective communicator. But one of the needs in business concerns now is the concern of strategic partnerships, strategic competitions, talking about co-opetition rather than competition. And it is the role of project manager and the role of the business development officer, in which most organizations try to drive the role of business development office to that of the project management office, or that of the project management office to that of the business development office. Most often they are interwoven, right? Or they are intertwined. Now, when this happens, or in times as this, the project management office with the business development office have to work out how to collaborate, both internal collaboration and external collaboration, just to make sure that organizational goals are achieved. God. For organizations to thrive in times as this, then there is need for cooperation. 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 This is very, very important. There is need for cooperation. Now, I would like us to do something very quickly. Can we go and remind those in the chat room that this section is on? We are unable to send emails. Okay, we were unable to send emails because we can't even access our email platform. Okay, we can't access our email platform because of the network. Okay, so most people might not be aware of what is happening right now. But let's go and remind them that this section is on, and then we need to be part of it. Okay, we need to be part of it. All right. Okay. So if you're on YouTube, you can share the link. If you are on Zoom, just go ahead and let people know that we're on, and then we'll be done in a moment. Then another one is also quality focus. Quality focus. Quality focus. All right, quality focus, because of the ever increasing need of customers to find ways to manage their risks, to manage their resources. Customers they have that opportunity of choice. Customers have choice. Okay, they have the opportunity of choice. Okay, but what this means also is that organizations need to pay attention to alternative management, alternative identification, to be able to meet up with the need, with the growing concerns of customers. All right. So to also be able to get this done, there is need for project managers. All right. There's need for project. So the need for project managers, the need for highly qualified project managers is just on the increase. All right. Now, what are the benefits? What are the benefits of project management certifications? You have enhanced credibility and marketability, increased job opportunities and earning potentials, expanded knowledge and skills in project management methodologies, and then you have professional recognition, honor, and all of that, and then you have networking opportunities, right? And then apart from that, you also have visibility. Okay, so we can consider that as marketability. So with project management skills, competencies, and then having a certification to cover that up, it gives you that leverage to be considered worth more than others. Okay. All right. Opportunities for project management certification holders. There's opportunity for personal development, relevance in your career, relevance in your workplace, relevance generally. Then you have career advancement, higher salary, global opportunities, industry versatility, consulting opportunities, and entrepreneurship. By entrepreneurship, we mean as a project manager, you can also have a startup in the project management field. Like I said on Thursday, we discussed project management consulting. In case you were not there, you can check out that in our YouTube channel. You find the project management consulting. Okay, so you can look at the things involved. Okay, and then that will help. Now, what are the certifications available and where do you start from? So in IIPM, currently we have 3 certifications in project management, and all of the certifications are internationally valued with international curriculum. Okay, so anyone attending our program this period have a sure advantage, and then you have a sure reward for whatever investment you're making at this point. All right. Okay, so we have the Certified Associate Project Management Professional, which is majorly for those who are starting up newly in the project environment. So if you're just a young graduate or you've not had any project experience, this is the best place to start. And then it is recommended that before you go to the second phase, which is the lead project management professional, it's recommended that you take the associate management professionals course first before you advance to the next one. All right. And then you have the certified lead project management professional, which is the advanced level of project management. So before you come into this, it's expected that you would have had at least 33 to 35 project management knowledge, project management experience before you can come into this. And to be able to get this knowledge and experience, it's recommended that you take the associate level first, then before going to the lead professional. And then the mini MBA is open to both those who are coming in newly and those who are already in the field. Okay. However, it's also recommended that you pay attention to having to understand the fundamentals or the foundation of project management before going higher. All right. Now, for this CAPMP, we'll have all of the content outlined there, from project management foundation to project management skills and competencies to project management framework, project management, rule of project management, project initiation, project planning, project execution, monitoring and control, closure. And then you have the project environment and stakeholder management, and then you have the project proposal development. Then for the certified lead project management professional, you have the strategic project management. Then you have integration, scope, schedule, cost, quality, resources, money, communication, risk, procurement, stakeholders, and project computation. Then we have the agile project management. Then on the mini MBA, the mini MBA actually combines both the CAPMP and the lead PMP, joining them together, but much more laying emphasis on the application of project management in the international environment, okay, in the international environment. So under it, we'll have the overview of international project management. They will have the project management framework also on the international environment. They will look at the international business environment and how does it affect projects and how will we be able to play around in the business environment on project as regards to project. All right. So we have also the project process groups in international projects, and they will have the strategic project management. They will have managing scope and schedule in international projects, cross-cultural communications and teams management, risk management, international project, international stakeholder management, international procurement and supply chain management, cost management, international projects, quality management, international projects, and they will have ethics and corporate social responsibility as project managers in the international environment. Now, for the course details, for the CAPMP, we are running that for 4 weekends. That's Fridays and Saturdays. And we're meant to start 15th, which we couldn't start yesterday because of the network issues. But we started today, and we're going to be running that through to April 13th. Okay. And the course fee is $150,000 or $150. Then this lead project management professional is for 4 weeks also, running for Saturdays and Sundays, and then Fridays and Saturdays rather. And then the fee is $175,000. Okay, and the class is also open. All right. So in case by whatever means you're able to join us today, you can also continue your class next week, and the next 4 weeks will be done. And for whatever reason you miss any class, the classes will be available on YouTube so that you can always get to have a self-study option, right? Okay, then we'll have the mini MBA. Now, the mini MBA is for 3 months. Okay, it's for 3 months. And it's for Fridays and Saturdays. And the class is starting next week. So what we're now doing is that we're having a combination of all 3 classes starting at once. So for 4 weeks, the CAPMP, if you register for CAPMP, you'll be done. For 4 weeks, if you register for LPMP, you'll be done. And for 3 months, okay, if you registered for the mini MBA, you'll be done. So mini MBA covers both the CAPMP, the LPMP, and then projects in the international environment. And the cost is 250,000 naira or $250. All of these classes will start fully by next weekend. All right, all of these classes will start fully by next weekend. Now we have also fees breakdown. So in case you don't have all the money at once to pay, what is the breakdown, and do you have options to pay flexibly? The answer is yes. So if you're coming in for CAPMP, you have training materials, $25,000 or $25, study materials, $25,000 or $25, examination, $50,000 or $50, and then certification, $50,000 or $50. So that will give you comprehensively $150,000. And then for the CAPMP, you have study materials, $25,000 or $25, training $25,000 or $25, examination $60,000, and certification is $65,000. And then you have the mini MBA. Now, mini MBA comes with an admission fee. Okay, the certification courses do not come with admission fee, but the mini MBA comes with an admission fee. So if you are coming in for mini MBA, you have to pay an admission fee of $25,000. Then you have to pay your training fee of $50,000, materials $50,000. Examination $75,000, and then certification $75,000. They also have the option to join us in our membership programs, where you have our associate membership programs, full member, fellow, and doctorate fellow. Now, our membership induction comes up June 6, 2024. So by the time you're rounding up your programs, the next phase of the program will be your induction. All right. Now, induction is a different fee from your certifications, right? Okay. So you're also encouraged to become a member, because membership is what shows your commitment to continuous professional development, that you didn't just come and do a hit and run program. All right. Okay. So we have the Abuja induction coming up June 6th, okay, 2024. And so you can plan and prepare ahead for that. Now, for enrollment, it is important that you enroll for the courses so that we know which program you are actually taking. All right. So you have to go to our website on iipmi.org/PMP. Then you select the course or select the level that you are. When you click on register, you select the course level you are coming in for, and then you get emails and updates and every other thing that follows suit. All right. Then you also get to send your payments. At least you have to pay for your admission fee or training fee where applicable. So if you're going for the professional programs, it's expected that you pay your training fee, which is about 25,000 or $25. And then if you are coming in for the mini MBA, you have to pay at least for your admission, and then before you pay for you pay for your training fee, which is 50,000. Okay, and then every other payment can proceed as the class move on. But there are conditions that you have to finish your payment before examination. Okay, you have to complete your payments before examination. All right. Okay. So all payments should be sent to finance@ipmi.org, and you're encouraged to join our WhatsApp group in case you've not joined it, and you're encouraged to subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure that you get all the information at all times. Now, what are our registrations, our approvals, and accreditation? What should give you the confidence that yes, all of the things you're doing here, it's not going to be a waste of time and a waste of resource? Okay, what do you need to ensure that you are not having a waste of time and a waste of resource? Okay, so let's take it this way. Number one, we are legally registered with the CAC, that's the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria. So we're registered to operate as a business entity. And then we're approved by the Federal Ministry of Education to do what we're doing. And then we're accredited by the Nigerian Council for Management Development. The Nigerian Council for Management Development, NCMD, is like the Nigerian Universities Commission. So while the Nigerian Universities Commission give accreditation to universities, the Nigerian Council for Management Development gives accreditation to professional bodies. So the NCMD is a badge for quality and a badge of recognition, both nationally and internationally. Then we have other partnerships that play. We are also accredited by the Chartered Institute of Management Consultants USA, and then we are in partnership with Professional Evaluation and Certifications Board Canada, and then we have other university affiliations. We have that of LAG, we have University of Lagos, we have that of University of Nigeria, we have that of University of Abuja, and many others. All right. So when you do your program with IPM, you're sure that your certification has value wherever you go to. Okay, and then when you get to train with us, you get your trainings led by experts, and then you have access to quality resource materials. Also, be rest assured that we operate international standards. All of our programs, we operate international standards, and all of our certifications are internationally accepted. You have the option to study online. You have the option to study in class. You also have the option to study in your office. So in case you want us to train you in your organization, you want your staff to be trained in your organization, you also have that option. And then you have the option of self-study. That means you get to visit our website, register with all registrations, then have access to the materials, both the videos and the test-oriented materials. They also have access to quality coaching and mentoring, and then you have well-respected membership option, and then you have quality networking opportunities. These are the things we provide to you. Now, important note, Please note that when you run the mini MBA and you pay for membership, so when you run for the mini MBA and you pay for membership, you have access to getting the CAPMP for associate membership. So when you do your mini MBA and you pay for associate membership, then you're going to have the CAPMP as a discount. So you don't need to pay the 150,000 naira for CAPMP. Rather, you pay for your mini MBA and then pay for your induction. Then you have your CAPMP for free. All right. Then if you are paying for the mini MBA and then you are paying for either full membership or fellow, then you get to have the certified lead project management professional for free. So why we're providing this information is that it will guide you when you're making your applications. Okay, it will guide you when you're making your application. By the time you're making your application, know which one to choose, whether you're going to choose the CAPMP or the CLPMP or the mini MBA. All right. Now I'd like to know if there are questions. If there are questions, let's take them very quickly. I can see that for those of us that are still in the those of us in the Zoom platform, I can see network throwing us up and down. Okay, so if there are questions, please, you can let us know, and you can just raise your hand and let's take the questions and deal with them. If you have any concern, you can put the question also. For those of us on YouTube, you can put your question on the comment section and then we'll take care of that. Okay, so if there are questions, you can go ahead and unmute. Let's hear your question. If you have a question, go ahead, unmute and let's hear your question. All right. Okay. So while we are waiting for questions, let's quickly, if there are questions, you can drop them and then we'll take care of that. Now, for more information, you can visit our website on all of the courses that we run. You have ipmi.org, and then for admission, ipmi.org/admission. If you want to get information on membership, you go to ipmi.org/membership. Okay, get there. Now we look forward to seeing you in all of the classes. And if you have any question, feel free to let us know, and then we'll take care of all of that. All right? Thank you so much. And would have loved to continue this section, but we see that a whole lot of people are having issues with the network. A whole lot of people are having issues with the network. So I'm going to ask briefly, should we continue? I think I actually have about 10 minutes left. We have about 10 minutes left. Should we continue for the next 10 minutes? Or should we give benefit of doubt to other people that, so by the time we come on Friday, we'll start fully for the program. And that so that everyone will be part of what we are doing. Okay, so once again, we want to, on behalf of the telecom sector, want to appeal to everyone. Let's trust that the network will be better by next week. Okay, let's trust that the network will be better off by next week. And on Thursday next week, we have our professional online program that we call Break Time. So we're adjusting the time of break time from Tuesday to Thursdays. So you can always join us on Thursdays by 1 p.m. as we discuss topical issues around management, around leadership, entrepreneurship, and business. And next week, Thursday, we're going to be dealing with the issue of advancements in management consulting. Advancements in management consulting. So you're welcome to join us. It's a 1 hour discussion and in a maximum of 1 hour, 30 minutes. So join us, and then that will be a wonderful time. And then we'll look forward to seeing you in our classes by Friday next week. So we trust you. Get ready, plan, prepare, do your registrations, and then we'll see you by Friday next week. Any question, any concern, please, you can unmute and let's hear from you. Any question, any concern, You can unmute and let's hear from you. You can put yours in the chat room. For those of us on YouTube, you can put your question in the chat room so that we can get to have that. And you can also visit our YouTube to drop your questions there after this class. Okay, so, and if you're joining us on YouTube just now, please go back, review from the beginning, and that would be awesome. All right, questions, concerns? Let's deal with that before we go. Questions, concerns, let's deal with that before we go. Okay, anyone? Question, anyone? Concern, anyone? Okay, so if there are no questions, if there are no concerns, thank you so much for joining us. And then looking forward to seeing you on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. Thank you so much. Do have a wonderful time.